Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Commodores will kick it away first. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Alabama's offense will go to work first. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did. He was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Right, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the...
Breaks into the open. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. They'll give it to the back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Really good-looking run. You know, you think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here...
And into the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense. There's nobody there taking him. So he puts his foot in the ground. He gets upfield. And he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Get it out on the screen. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Alabama! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So Vanderbilt's offense will get the ball for the first time. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll try the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play, because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Oh, they're after him. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. Let's take a big view here about Vanderbilt. Recruiting starting to pick up a little bit for them, Jesse. I'm sure you saw they got a 3-star quarterback last week. And for a program like this, that can be a great building block.
That was a massive win for them. There were so many bigger programs after this guy, and yet he ended up here. And because of that, he is now a key building block, not just for this offense, but for the team moving forward. Lots of people very excited. And a lot of people expect to win right now just because of how good this 3-star QB is.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the fumble is going to go out of bounds, and the offense will maintain possession. The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
With the catch, it's Evans. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Great awareness by that defender that time. Seeing the ball thrown, getting his big paw, knocking it down, and now you set up second down.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down. Fourth down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. Touchdown, Bama! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The Commodores racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Got his man to the left. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And the Commodores with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Lost to fire on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Etienne. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Trying play action. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Commodores will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. Here comes that Alabama offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. This drive will start at the 6-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Oh, he's got some space. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. So first down here as they go back to work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers. Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, it's sort of part of the DNA for the Crimson Tide.
Man, the run they had for several years was unbelievable with Judy and Ruggs and Cooper and Devontae Smith. Like, we can just keep going on guy after guy after guy that they had that wore that uniform that was a big-time elite playmaker on the outside.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. To throw, it's Russell. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. The give is to Williams. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. It's complete to the right. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Punts it out of the air. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. He's got it on the run. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown Tide! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited, get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. And I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D-linemen, especially in recent years. That play right there, that reminds me of a guy I played against back in the day, Cornelius Griffin, playing on the inside of Alabama's defensive line. You knew every single time you dropped back, you were going to have that guy in your lap. He was always pushing the pocket, and he was always collapsing it with his speed and athleticism and his first step. That last play right there reminds me of some of these great players we've seen on the Crimson Tide D-line here in recent years.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously so he's outside the tackle box because he knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Back to throw, it's Russell. He lets one fly deep. Makes the grab on the left side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case. And there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on third down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Commodores decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Torres. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. To the air on second down. That's caught. It's Carter. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. You want to give this guy a chance to get some yards after the catch, but there was nothing there.
Yeah, give the defense credit. You saw their speed.
Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Commodores send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Here comes that Alabama offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, So, Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44. After that last completion, it's second down. Makes the grab. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking for a man, it's Russell. Caught over the middle, it's Williams. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in T-Town.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. Just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Makes the pass. Got it in the middle. It's Etienne. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And the Commodores have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Now on 3rd down for this offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Working that left side now. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42. The Commodores will punt this one away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The short hands, it's Williams. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, he found a space on the right. Touchdown, Alabama! Once he got some room, it was over.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll run it from the gun. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They're testing the right side here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And the Commodores will call on their punt team. And they'll mark this one at the 20-yard line.
And these punt returners want to make big plays, but man, oh man, did he make a big mistake. Flipping the field position, defense flying in on him, and he did not secure the football in that play.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. He now has 80 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give is to Williams. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. 6th play of the drive coming up. Looking to throw, it's Russell. He's going to throw deep right side. Got it inside the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown! Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pocket breaking down. He's got an open man. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They go back to work in the final period of this one. He'll pull it on the read. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Handoff from the gun. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
They kick it away on 4th down. He won't be able to... This one as it goes out of bounds. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute that.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. The give is to Williams. He now has 110 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. He's going to fire deep. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown time. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Makes the grab. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. The Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go back to the ground. Runs through the tackle. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. And he dropped it. Just didn't put the thing all the way in.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the 4th quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at 35. And the Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. The give is to Williams. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second. Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. New set of downs after the completion. Runs through a tackle. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? They'll try to pound their way in. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? This offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Using his legs, it's Etienne. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Keep it on the ground. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. It'll be 3rd and long. He'll do it himself. He'll be brought down at the 32-yard line. Good job by the defense to keep him away from that first down marker. It's 4th down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse.
It's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. This offense has it with really good field position. Let's go. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And that pass is incomplete. They were going for the consolation touchdown, but the